Hey folks, another thrift store score video. I don't seem to go as often these days, but when I do, I seem to come back with some cool stuff. Today I decided to go to the Restore here in my local town, and came back with some good stuff. First off, some Altec Lansing speakers that look a hell of a lot better than the Cyber Acoustics speakers that I have. The satellite speaker's kind of light, but the main speaker's pretty heavy, so that must be where the transformer is. We'll have to give these a test. I'll give these a test towards the end of the video. We'll see how they sound, because otherwise they're just speakers. I got a PlayStation controller extension cable, which should probably work for PS1 and PS2 controllers for $1. So that's useful to have, especially when my TV's so far away. What else do we get here? Oh yeah, this mouse. This CompUSA mouse. It's bizarre. I've never seen a mouse with two scroll wheels like this. It's got a side button on it. And it is a ball mouse that is PS2. So that's... man, that's weird. I don't know how this mouse operates. It's kind of odd. Not quite odd enough for oddware, but hey. CompUSA mouse with dual scroll wheels. Maybe one is vertical, one's horizontal. I don't know. Looks cheap either way, so give that a test at some point. Got a cable here that has some interesting things on the end. Not only does it have a RCA, not only does it have a Y cable on it, which I like those a lot, it has these. How weird is that? So I figured that's unusual. Let's pick it up. What else did we get? Ah, yes. Whoops. A Linksys EtherFast PCI adapter. It's a 10100 adapter that is designed for Windows XP, but it works down to Windows 98, which is useful for older machines that I want to use networking capabilities on. Works on Windows NT4 as well, so I picked that up because it never hurts to have an extra one of these. I'll probably take the card out of the box and throw the box out, because the box is just bulky and takes up room. What else do we get? This is one of the best bargains of all of them. LEDs for $1. Dimmable 60 watt replacement LEDs for $1. I use these for film lighting lamps, so that's useful to have. I don't know if all the LEDs are in there. Oh, seriously? They're not even LEDs. LEDs, huh? LEDs? Yeah, right. These are just regular ass bulbs. Well, those are getting thrown out. That's a shame. I got gypped, man. I should have looked in the box. I'm losing my touch. Yeah. Oh. Power's flickering a little bit. Saw that. Anyway. Got gypped on that. That's my bad. That's what happened. That's a lesson to you. When you go thrifting, look in the box first. I didn't. Because I was just like, ooh, LEDs. I got a David Attenborough documentary, The Trials of Life, which has dolphins on the front. So that should be pretty cool. I'm probably going to transfer this. 1991 BBC television. So I'm probably going to transfer that. I also got a blank tape, brand new blank tape, 6 hours, Sony premium grade, so it's good to have one of these in case I ever find a VHS camcorder or something like that. And the power is acting funny today. I got some CD related stuff. Stuff that we'll have to take a look at. A Creating America history lesson type of CD-ROM thing. Works on Pentium, Power Mac. Only works on system 9 through 10.3. Interesting. Huh. I got a local Delaware Symphony Orchestra CD of the Delaware... what is this? The Delaware Symphony Orchestra. Yeah, of course. Duh. So, see if this CD is any good. I'll have to listen to it at some point. Now this is one of the weirdest things I've seen in a while. This is a sprinkler system installation guide. You'd think this would be a DVD, right? You know, you'd stick this in your DVD player and it'd be like, Thank you for choosing Lowe's. Here's how to install your sprinkler system. No, it's a CD-ROM. It looks as though it's an interactive CD-ROM. It's kind of a relic of the 90s. Kind of weird. It requires 130 megs of space, so that's no problem. It works on OS 10.4.9 or later. So, what can we run this on? It'll run on. It looks like it'll run on Windows Vista, so we could actually run this. This came from. When is this from? Like 2007? I guess it is. Well, it's like a relic from the 90s that was made in the 2000s. That's very bizarre. We'll have to. This is probably going to get its own video at some point, just because it's weird. And last but not least, a camera with its bag and everything for $4. This is, get it out of its bag here, a Kodak DX3500 digital camera. It's a 2.2 megapixel camera, so the resolution's not very high. It has its own viewfinder, has an LCD screen on the back. It is a digital camera, not a film camera. There were some other film cameras there, but there is this. It's got a lens cover and everything. It uses the old Kodak docking system they used to have. It takes AA batteries, which is nice. Looks like it also fits a battery pack. And it takes CF cards. So let me eject the CF card here and show you the puny one this came with. If I can get this out with one hand, this is a bit difficult. There we go. This came with a PNY 32 megabyte SD card, or compact flash card. How small is that? That's one of the smallest CF cards I've ever seen. I've seen one smaller than this, that's 16, I think, and that's been it. I might have seen a 4 megabyte one that came out of a router. I'm not sure, but 16 I think is the smallest, so this comes pretty close. Yeah, hopefully the CF card still works. And if not, I can probably put a bigger one in there, like a 512 or a 1 gig one or something like that. So that's pretty cool. So the only letdown in this thrift store score was the LEDs, because I've just been super out of it today and I didn't look in the box. So I ended up getting regular bulbs. So I think I might be donating these back. Or just throw them out, one way or the other, because I just have no use for incandescent light bulbs anymore. So that was the only flop, but I only lost $1, and honestly, Habitat for Humanity deserves $1, so I don't feel that bad. So I'd say the highlights of this are the speakers, the weirdo mouse, the low sprinkler system CD-ROM, which is bizarre to me, and the camera. The camera I'm looking forward to trying out. This might even get its own video, I'm not sure. We'll have to give it a shot and see what happens. I don't even know if it works. It'd take nickel metal hydride or lithium batteries or AA's, so testing it should not be a problem. So there you go. There's the thrift store scores. So I think we're going to make sure the camera works and try out the speakers. And I think first the speakers should be the thing we try. Okay, I've got the speakers hooked up to a ThinkPad here. Let's look at one of my old videos and see... yeah. Let's do the file server video and see what it sounds like. And the air conditioner turns on right as I do that. Nice. Oh well. Hello YouTube. Well, I'm having odd problems with my file server. One day it just stopped booting. Literally, it just stopped booting one day. So I thought Debian kicked the bucket. That's what I was using on it. It was Debian stable. So I came down here, since it's spring break, I came down here to reinstall it. You can tell how long that was, 2013, God. Spring break makes me feel really old now. That sounds pretty good to me. Maybe what we can do is use more music to do it. Let me go find some stuff in the YouTube audio library. Okay, let's try one of the songs out of the audio library. Let's try like dance electronic. Different song. They're a little bit boomy, I think. I would say they're a little bit heavy on the lower mid-range, but they're still better than the Cyber Acoustics I have, so these are still useful speakers, I would say. So, that's pretty cool. Alright, I got some fresh batteries for the Kodak camera. Let's see if this guy works. Does it tell you which way it goes in? Yes, it does. So, negative, positive. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Let's see if the thing even turns on. On. There it goes. Hey, it works. Date and time have been reset, so let's set that. Thinks it's 2001. How about that? There we go. Okay, so 1800 by 1200 is your resolution. Red eye reduction is on, I suppose. There are some pictures on here from 2009, it looks like. Somebody's kids. I'm surprised they didn't want these pictures. But none of the pictures are useful, it's just people's kids, so let's delete all of them. That's a shame. Oh well. There it goes. I see. So when I turn this all the way up, the screen is on, but when I turn it down, the screen is off. So, oh, I see. So when you turn it on normally, you just use the viewfinder. So, yeah, there you have it. So it does take pictures, just not very well, and the firmware is awfully slow. Look at that. It has a date stamp on the pictures. So this thing takes pretty crappy pictures from what I can tell. They're not amazing, indoors anyway. So the camera works though, so that's cool. I have a vintage camera around to take pictures with. Let me turn that off. Has an automatic lens cap. There you go. So those work. That's cool. So I would say that is a good conclusion to the thrift store scores for today, June 19th, 2017. So there you have it, folks. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao.